Clare Winslow here, showing you how to make a pine tree stencil using your Cricut machine and then make some holiday cards with the gel plate. So here I am in Photoshop. I've opened up some clip art and I've copied it here as a variation on the clip art, and I'm going to save it as a PNG file, which is one of the formats, medium file size, that Cricut will use. I think if you use a big format, you might have some trouble, so save it as a medium. And then in the Cricut space, I push the upload button and bring in the PNG file and say yes to that. And I want to make a single layer, the choice in the middle. Looks good, and so I press upload. Oh, it wants me to name it, okay, and add it to a collection of art stencils. So then I upload it, and as you can see, it's pretty big, so you're going to resize this. I'm doing a basic cut here operation. My material is 12 inches wide, and my cutting material is 11 inches wide. My cutting board is 12 inches. So I like to look at everything at 100% and then size it to less than 11 inches so that there's about an inch or so room around the whole image, and make sure that that fits. And you can rotate it a little bit if it's crooked, which it was, by just clicking on the corner and dragging it. So I can see that I have enough room, but maybe to be on the safe side, I'll shrink it down a little bit more to leave room on the right and the left. And so that should be good. And I'm going to duplicate it, Command C, Command V on a Mac, and make another one, because I have 17 inches long is my plastic that I'm cutting from. So I will try a small, medium, and a large set of trees. And I like to leave about an inch or so, if I can, around each image, because I may cut these out separately and use them as separate stencils. So if you can leave an inch or so around each one, that makes it easier to cut. You can also make them skinnier. If you want to make them narrower, just drag in from one side, click and drag, and you can make them skinnier trees. Again, these are from the internet. I went through Adobe stock, but I believe they are also you can do a regular Google search for these trees. All right, and then when you're ready, you click on Make, and it asks you if you want to save the project and title the project. All right, and then save that. Okay, and it is saved in your projects. Okay, I thought those trees would look a little different, but I have to move them one more time, and that's okay. I can triple check that it is within the 11-inch width that I want it to be, and that there's an inch around the outside. All right, and here you can also rotate if you need to. That's looking good. All right, and then I said go. Now you go over to your maker and turn it on, put your material in there, get that ready. About setting the material, this time I'm using Mylar, which is a sort of a semi-transparent plastic, but I always put more pressure, by the way. I've never been able to cut anything with just regular pressure, so do that if you have any trouble. So now it's just measuring the mat length. I'm actually using a long mat, a 24-inch mat, but my cutting material is only 17 inches, so that should be okay. All right, and when it does that, you can press go on the machine, which is the little arrow button. Here I'm just showing you to prepare my the thin plastic Mylar. I just want to make sure it's really sticking to the background surface, because sometimes if I don't make sure of that, it gives me trouble when it cuts. All right, so yeah, I'm going backwards a little bit here, but it's ready to go. And just disregard that shiny stuff on the left. That's a previous project that I haven't taken the time to take off yet, but I will do that right after this. All right, we're ready to go. So you press the triangle button. Let's see what we get. So far, I've had very good luck with most things, especially if I keep the plastic very, very thin. This will probably take, let's see, I'm cutting 3 things. This is sort of a complex image, so I'm expecting it to probably take 5 or 10 minutes. If it were a simple star or something, it would be quick. Yeah, so this is only, we did this already, but I'm just showing you that you'll get a bunch of prompts as to what the machine is doing. And so it's going to take a while to cut due to those complex edges. Here we are, it's done. That is the mask that's stuck to the board, and here is my finished stencil. Pretty nice. Did a great job cutting. Got a small, medium, large. That should be very versatile. And I think we're ready to go make some gel prints. Let's start with the medium one. I have an 8x10 gel plate here, and I'm just going to have a go at making some cards. I'm not really measuring this time. I started making 4x6 inches, but it really doesn't matter for the purposes of this demonstration. I am using Golden Open translucent paints. They have beautiful colors. They stay wet for a long time, so that's my preferred, one of my preferred paints to use with the gel plate. I just think the colors are really terrific. The stencil kind of disappears on there. And let's go for the first set of light colors. Kind of an orangey yellow background. You could do some more textures maybe if you wanted to. This is regular cardstock, nothing fancy, from the office supply store. It should be a smooth cardstock though. All right, how about some blue, because I like the way the translucent open paints work well together. I'm just putting the paper towel there to kind of smooth out and pick up some any extra paint that's on the plate. Okay, that's starting to look pretty because you're getting the blending of the translucent colors, and I even added a little bit of gold in there. This was a golden paint. Let's try again, only using the bigger trees this time. Oh, it's super bold, kind of orangey. In real life, it's a little more red than what's showing here, but I like the boldness of those shapes. So again, add some little bit of gold to make it holiday-ish, and some texture with a Q-tip would be nice. And then how about a darker, a blue complementary color? And yes, looks nice. I like that. Texture in the background. I'm using black here, which is, I thought it was blue, and then I realized after I put it down it was black, but we're gonna go for it. Again, the paint is open, so you don't have to rush. Ooh, I like that. Kind of unexpected colors for the holiday, but it's very bold and graphic. So please try that. It's really fun, and let us know in the comments how it goes.